Good evening, I'm Kimilia and this is KiniNews. Akmal Saleh has questioned why DBKL would need to seek permission to sell its own land. This was in response to SA Vigneswaran's remarks on the temple issue yesterday. Umno Youth Chief Dr Akmal Saleh has responded to MIC President SA Vigneswaran over his comments during a press conference yesterday over the issue of the land that houses the Dewi Sri Pathrakaliamman Temple on Jalan Masjid India. Vigneswaran had lambasted the Kuala Lumpur City Hall for selling the plot of land to textile company Jakel without consulting the temple committee. In a post on Facebook last night, Akmal shared a screenshot of an article on Vigneswaran's remarks and pointed out that the land belonged to DBKL. He questioned why they needed to inform the people who are occupying it if they want to sell it. He also asked if the temple has been there for the past 130 years, why has no one from its management met DBKL to state their intention to buy or rent the plot of land. He said now the land owned is being blamed for selling their land when those who had been occupying it is the one who should have asked if the owner wants to sell their property. Akmal added that the matter should be resolved in the court of law to attain a fair result. He said we are a country governed by laws, so they should not twist things around and take it to court to resolve it fairly. Meanwhile, Ambika and Surendran have asked the government to disclose the details of the 2014 sale of the land by DBKL to a private company. Lawyers Ambika Srinivasan and N. Surendran have called on the government to release a sales and purchase agreement between the Kuala Lumpur City Hall and a private company over the land housing of the Dewi Sri Pathrakaliamman Temple. They said they were informed that the agreement dated May 12, 2014 contains provisions and information about the temple's rights and status. In a statement, the two said that this will ensure the full facts and circumstances under which the sale was made is disclosed to the public and the relevant authorities who may be duty bound to scrutinize it. They added that they have good grounds to believe that the release of the sale and purchase agreement may substantially assist towards achieving a resolution of the current situation. In addition, they said it will also ensure public accountability and transparency in regards to the sale of government land to a private entity. The temple located at Jalan Masjid India in Kuala Lumpur is slated to be demolished to make way for a mosque. The issue has become a controversy, sparking debate from several quarters. MIC Deputy President M. Saravanan had also commented on the temple issue. He said the temple has stood for over 100 years and has never been relocated since its establishment. MIC Deputy President M. Saravanan has clarified that the Dewi Sri Pathrakaliamman Temple on Jalan Masjid India, Kuala Lumpur has stood for over 100 years and has never been relocated since its establishment. During a press conference at the temple grounds, he reportedly said that people had considered the temple to be an illegal structure due to a lack of accurate information. Saravanan stated that he does not blame anyone for being upset over the matter, as they lack the correct information regarding the land's status.
Ada juga orang-orang bukan Hindu marah sebab bina rumah ibadah di atas tanah swasta yang diwakilkan untuk masjid dan sebagainya. Kalau saya dalam keadaan mereka, saya buat marah. Masalah mereka marah sebab mereka tak dapat atau tidak terima gambar yang betul. Kebetulannya rumah ibadah ini wujud lebih daripada 100 tahun.
Saravanan added that the temple had not been moved or relocated. He also denied claims that the land was sold during his tenure as the Deputy Federal Territories Minister from 2008 to 2013. Saravanan clarified that the land where the temple stands was only sold at a later date. He stressed that the issue should be resolved harmoniously in a win-win manner and said that discussions were ongoing between the landowner, Jakel Trading, and the temple management. Saravanan also expressed his appreciation to Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and government leaders for ensuring that the temple would not be demolished. Before we move on, consider supporting us by scanning the QR code on the screen and subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Next, an NGO based in Sabah has criticized Anwar Ibrahim over his remarks on the state's Chief Minister, Hajiji Noor. A Sabah-based NGO has criticized Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim for praising Chief Minister Hajiji Noor over his handling of political turmoil in the state during a buka puasa event yesterday. In a statement this morning, Sabah Entitlement and Equity Now President Duncan Cheng questioned how Anwar could compliment the Chief Minister for his supposed qualities when the state administration was implicated in an alleged bribery scandal. He said Anwar's statement made it seem like he approves of the alleged activities carried out by the Chief Minister. Cheng claimed that Anwar had lost his principles and forgotten his commitment to have zero tolerance for corruption. He added that he hopes the Prime Minister would stop pretending to fight corruption and that the people are already sick of his drama. Yesterday, Anwar reportedly commended Hajiji for being calm and moderate in facing political turmoil in the state. According to Berita Harian, the Prime Minister said Hajiji's ability were important in ensuring stability in Sabah and allowing the government to focus on more pressing issues for the state and its people. The Sabah administration has been implicated in a bribery scandal after a whistleblower released a series of video clips showing several state leaders purportedly discussing bribes. Hajiji has previously dismissed the allegations as an attempt to tarnish his administration, suggesting that the whistleblower is collaborating with parties with vested interests.
Ismail Sabri has responded to claims that he and 13 BN MPs had withdrawn their support for Anwar.
Former Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob has denied claims that he and 13 BN MPs have withdrawn their backing for the Madani government. He said that the story has been around for a long time and at first he didn't want to entertain it because it wasn't true, but it kept spreading through writings and videos. In the end, he said he felt compelled to respond. According to Sina Harian, he said the claim that they have left is false and in reality, no one has left UMNO or BN. Ismail Sabri suggested that certain parties with malicious intent were spreading slander against the 13 MPs, particularly targeting him. He also said slander aimed at dividing us and creating distrust among BN MPs. He asserted that BN MPs' full support for the government was evident through key parliamentary actions such as the vote of confidence. He said when it was first tabled, all 30 BN MPs fully supported the motion, and every time a bill was brought forward, they gave their full support. Previously, BN Secretary General Zamri Abdul Qadir had also denied claims of efforts to undermine unity among the party's MPs.
Still on Ismail Sabri, the former Prime Minister was at the MACC headquarters today for the 6th day of questioning.
Former Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob was back at the MACC headquarters today to continue giving his statement as part of investigations into allegations of corruption and money laundering against him. According to Bernama, the vehicle carrying Ismail Sabri arrived at the MACC building at 9:54 a.m. This is the 6th day Ismail Sabri has been summoned to the MACC headquarters for a statement to be recorded. Ismail Sabri is being investigated over alleged corruption and money laundering involving expenditure and procurement of funds for the promotion and publicity of the Keluarga Malaysia program. This was during his tenure from August 2021 to November 2022. He is being investigated under the MACC Act 2009 and the Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001. Previously, MACC Chief Azam Baki said Ismail Sabri was a suspect in the probe following the discovery of approximately 170 million ringgit in various currencies and 16 kg of gold bars in a safe house during an MACC raid.
Harapan Youth has dared PN to name their candidates for the Prime Minister and Perak MB positions. This is if they are serious about taking over the government.
Pakatan Harapan Youth has challenged Perikatan Nasional to name their candidates for the Prime Minister and Perak Menteri Besar post. This comes ahead of the Air Kuning by-election. In a statement, Pakatan Harapan Youth Chief Wu Ka Leong said PN should name the candidates if they are serious about taking over the federal and state administrations. He said unlike PN, which is still unclear about their leadership, the Perak Unity government has a lineup of responsible leaders under the leadership of Perak Menteri Besar Sarani Muhammad, who has been managing the state administration without any corruption scandals. Wu said Sarani had also demonstrated his commitment to the youth. He added that this proves that the unity government is not only stable but also provides opportunities for the younger generation to play a role in the state's development. He also urged Air Kuning voters to support the unity government candidates to ensure political stability in Perak. He stressed that having political stability is crucial towards ensuring a smooth administration and economic development. He said Harapan Youth has reached a consensus that they will give full support to the unity government candidates fielded by BN and UMNO.
That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.